Hi everybody, this is Cindy from Ideas Times 2. Welcome back to our channel. Today I have a flip through of a number of projects that I just finished, and this is the first time I've ever done a series, I guess, of journals with the same theme. And I actually have 4 projects, and they all have the theme of entomology. So I don't know if you're into bugs. I'm not, although you know, everybody loves the dragonflies and butterflies and ladybugs and bumblebees, but there are a lot of other really pretty bugs out there. And so all of my projects are vintage, so I thought it would be fun to share them with you tonight. So the first journal I have here is a nice big journal, and it's 9 by 6 by 2.5 inches, and has a removable tassel on the side with a whole bunch of different fun fibers, and you know, some coffee stained fabric with bees on it and all sorts of fun stuff. And I've just attached that with a clip, and the signatures are sewn directly into the spine, and the closure is just this gorgeous kind of golden brown sari silk, and it just wraps around, so you can take that off if you don't like it. And on the front, it's got a vintage picture of some bugs. The plate down here on the bottom says Society of Entomology of France. I have this really beautiful entomology book from 1925, and it's all in French. It doesn't have a lot of pictures in it, but it has a whole lot of beautiful script and great patina on it. Up here in the corner, just a little bit of you know, some vintage buttons and a charm, and the back also is got a little bit of collaging on there. So the front pocket here has a little folder that I made with some book pages and some collaged index cards, and that just goes into the front pocket. And then the first signature is actually in this tri-fold flip, and is completely unembellished, but it has lots of beautiful book pages and coffee stained paper and all sorts of fun things in here. Some little book pages. The dictionary page has bugs, is the bees, and the bee section, and has the word bugs on there. So all sorts of fun stuff, but it's completely unembellished. And but it has a lot of ephemera tucked into the different pockets. So this large tag up here in front, and on the inside it has 2 pockets with some smaller cards on there that are collaged, and the one on the bottom has a tab. And then behind the journal, it has another big pocket with a tag on there that has some decoupage and some print on there, a little fabric tab. And flip it, and it has another large tag, and flip it again, and it has 2 more pockets on this side with just a couple of cards, and then a big pocket that I've put some beautiful book pages in there. The second signature, as you can see, is the second and third signatures are fully embellished. Tons of stuff in there. The front page of the signature has some decoupage and this gorgeous grungy paper, some book pages, wonky stitching on there, a little bit of rubber stamping, tons of fun papers. This large pocket has a collage tag, this gorgeous paper with the brown moths on it. I just love that. some more vintage book pages. And this dictionary page has ladybug on it, of course, because we have ladybugs here. A vintage book page. And this clips in there. It flips over the top of the signature. It has a bunch of different papers in there that you can tear out, and then the back has a pocket with this little folder that has some ephemera. And let's see, I think I had it this direction. And that just clips on. This flip has, and it's an envelope flip, has a journaling card in there with a little charm on the tab, and it flips up and it just has a little bit of stamping. There's a cluster and a music page, some antique lace. The center of the signature has this floating pocket with a couple of tags in there, or cards. And just tons of things in here. Oops, I skipped a couple things. A couple of journaling cards, a little specimen card taped in there with some aged tape. A little bit of collaging in that corner. Some more wonky stitching. Some washi tape. This pocket has a large tag in the back. It's actually 3 pockets. The second one is, I left this blank. I thought the staining on there was just too pretty to cover up. And then a small tag on the bottom. And then the second signature, well, technically third, another cluster, some book pages, wonky stitching. This pocket has a large postcard, and this little notebook that I made using a couple of tags. And it's just got little bits of coffee stained paper and a collage on the front. There's another envelope flip. It's actually the other side of the envelope. And it flips up with some more rubber stamping under there and another tagged card with a charm. Some more washi tape. I love this washi tape. And some collaging and some fabric that's sewn on there. This is avocado stained paper. I'm sorry, Lizzie, all the projects are in your way. And here I have a wraparound belly band with some collaging and a specimen card and a large tag. And the other side, it's the same thing, some collaging and the specimen card with a different large tag with collaging. And the center of the signature has this gorgeous book page. Here's another index card that I just did some layering on. This large pocket has another large journaling card, and just all sorts of fun papers. I didn't realize I had so many bug books until I started working on this project. And I have, this butterfly book and a bug book, and here's another, just crazy how many books I had. I didn't even realize. The double pocket here with a tag on the bottom and a card on the top. And they're both, well, everything is collaged. I did a lot of collaging in this project. Here's the cover page from my entomology book. Here's a little bag with it was humid yesterday, and my decoupage on the card. There we go. It was a little sticky. I'll have to take care of that. But it has, this is a playing card that I fixed up a little bit, and it flips, and there's a bug on the inside. And I've got another small clip on there to keep that closed. And that's it for the signatures. And then I've added another flip here in the back, and this is a 4-fold flip. And there's no journal in this one, it's just ephemera. So book page pocket with a large collage tag, and it flips open this way. And 2 pockets here with some ephemera cards on the bottom, and a tabbed card up on the top, and they're both collaged. Side pocket with a book page card that I made, and flip it this way. 2 paper bags, collaged of course, because like I said, I did a lot of collaging. And they both have, or this one has a journaling card, and this one has a little notebook. I love this praying mantis on there. I think that's just adorable. And that just gets tucked in there. This is another envelope flip, and the inside has a large card. And underneath it's a small pocket with a small tag. So then we'll flip it this direction. A library pocket with a card in there, and another large pocket, an extra large pocket with this collaged front on here with a book page and this gorgeous bug and a little bit of everything on there. In the back I left blank. And should be one more side. Nope, that's it. 7, it has seven sides, so 4 flips. And that's it for this one. It's huge and has a lot of fun stuff in it, especially papers. I love paper, and so lots of book pages and dictionary pages. And so I finished this one up and had some things left over, so I decided to keep going and make a few more things. And so I love this book. Isn't this cute? It has a lot of stitching. I did a lot of stitching, and I kept all the strings in the book, kind of thinking of, you know, like spider webby feel to it. And I used all of the pages from this book in the other projects, so I had the cover and I thought it was adorable, and so I made this little mini. It's 3.5 inches tall, 5 inches in length, and look at that spine, 2.5 inches for this little book. And the tassel is removable, and all these different colors of sari silk and a few other fibers in there, but I thought that was fun. And this one has a hidden spine, as you can see, and has 4 signatures, and I think it's about 180 pages for this small book. The other one, the large one, has just over 200 pages. So a little ex libris in the front, and each of the signatures have a book page on the front, and I've reinforced that book page with some aged tape and some wonky stitching in a fabric tab, little papers. Here's a pocket made from a doily with a tiny little card, and little room on the back for a little bit of writing, some rubber stamping, book pages, and a little specimen picture there, and some wonky stitching, and some washi. This pocket has a couple of vintage vocabulary cards, and one is Pervade and the other one is Trepidation, which I thought was fitting. Both were fitting for a book about bugs. Hopefully your house is not pervaded with them, and if you are, then you're not trepidatious. Some book pages. The center of the first signature has this little tiny floating pocket with a small tag. A little bit of lace and an invoice there, small corner tuck with a little entomology card, and more wonky stitching. A small envelope here has, I know it has something in it. Oh, a couple of stamp stickers of dragonflies. With a small, one of Tracy Fox's tags with numbers. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love the images. Some music paper, and this is a torn side tuck with a small, well, it's about a half an index card with some collaging on there, and the another fabric tag. And love this picture. It was hard for me to give this one up. I've been collecting things to make myself, which I haven't made myself a journal that I've kept, and I wanted to do a bee journal, and I've been collecting things, but I put this one in there. I just love that book. It's so cute. Little dinosaur beetle to start the second signature, and a belly band with the other half of that index card. I just thought this turned out so cute. Each of the signatures has two fabric tabs, and it's just a gorgeous linen. And this literally is the last of this linen I used in these projects, and I can't remember where I bought it. Some lined paper, book pages, a small pocket with a small tag. Some more wonky stitching and more of these gorgeous images. They might be from Victoria Designs. I cannot remember for sure, but they just are so gorgeous. Another pocket, and this one I believe has a tiny little tag. Yeah, a little tag, and it has room to write on the back. This was a lot of fun to make. I really like the way this journal turned out. Some collaging there with a tiny little bug. The center of the signature has this floating pocket with a couple of small cards in there. There's some lace, and this pocket has a specimen slide. There's another small collage tag in an index card pocket. Just a little offcut. I just love this paper. I used all of it in these projects, so I'm out. And the back of the signature has another beautiful vintage book page. The third signature here starts with a common black ant and has a small pocket from a doily with a small tag. And more of this gorgeous washi tape. Here's a triple pocket. There's nothing, I didn't put anything in the back pocket, but the other two have these small little ephemera cards. And some lace and lots of stitching. A floating pocket with a small cards, and this one I think is butterflies as well. Another small pocket and tag. And this envelope has the same little card as I made it in the other one. And lots of grunge in here. Book page pocket with another specimen slide. And the last signature starts with the leaf-footed plant bug. Book pages, and here's a larger doily pocket, and I forgot I clipped this in there. A nice tag here with made from a book page. And like I said, I had no idea I had so many books with bugs in them until I started working on this project. And I still have leftover book pages. A little layered tag in a book page pocket. Here's a dandelion, a dragonfly charm. This paper bag, I had to put it sideways because it didn't fit the other direction because the book is so small, with a tag in there. I've clipped another couple of cards in here, and the center of the last signature has another floating pocket with a small tag. And another cluster and some more lace. This was the last of my little lace too. Here's another adorable collage here with lots of grungy papers and whatnot in there. Another pocket, and almost at the end, and then the back has an envelope flip, and inside the envelope is a little tiny journal, just with various papers in there. And the back has a little thumb tag in there, a thumb notch, and it flips. And this one I did not make a closure for because it doesn't need it. Not yet anyway. I left a lot of room for journaling in this one. I just think it is so cute. I love this book, this cover. And the third project I did, trying to keep my eyes on the clock, I don't want to keep this too long, is a paper bag, a very grungy paper bag journal, and it's just one signature, but you can see it's a pretty thick one. The outside of the journal, the front pocket, or the front has a collage on there and a large card and a tag. Everything is pretty grungy. I tried to I deliberately made everything as grungy as possible. And so these slide into the outside pocket, and a book plate here on the front. The back is also collaged here on the bottom and has a large card, book page, and this bee image, and some some sari silk, and I left the back blank. The closure is this beautiful brown sari silk, and I've just tied it in a knot. This one I left a lot of threads on this one too. Since it's a grungy journal, I thought it'd be appropriate. And on the inside, the front has just a little collage here. And this one has a lot of fun papers as well, a lot of book pages, and some more of the sari silk. On the book, this book page, beautiful book page, I have a window that I've collaged, and on the inside it has this journaling card, and you can see the butterfly through the window when the tag is out. I thought that turned out really well. That was fun. Look how grungy this paper is. I love it. I wish I could do this deliberately. You know, sometimes it's just a beautiful accident when things turn out like this, but I just thought that was gorgeous. Doily and some fun book pages. Invoice, some lined paper. Everything is coffee stained. The book page, this pocket, a book page pocket has a card, and back of course is left blank. Lots of space for journaling in here. Coffee stained tracing paper, and this another beautiful image there. This coin envelope, I can't remember what I put in here, that I've collaged and grunged up, and I think it's book pages, yeah. Some vintage book pages. These are all butterflies or moths. Some wonky stitching in a cluster. A torn corner pocket with a collage tag. Now, all the book pages are from vintage books. There's nothing. This one was from the early 1970s. I think it was 1972. And everything else is even older than that. Beautiful image here with a paper bag stitched on there. See, just gorgeous. This one also has a wraparound belly band, see? And this one has a large tag, extra large, with lots of stitching on there and some sari silk. And the other one is very similar. And the cluster right there. And this gorgeous book page. The center of the signature has this pocket here on the side and has a little folder with some index cards and book pages. This large pocket with a large tag. Here, this belly band kind of like a belly band. I put these two envelope flips. It's glued down, so you can't put anything else underneath it, but they both flip, and they have these specimen slides with tabs on them. And this just flips, a little bit of washi tape on there. This pocket is made from 2 index cards, and it has a small tag on the inside. And then on the outside, or on the side, it has a card. I was going to say it was index card, but it's not. Collaged with a fabric tab. Okay, I just took it out, so I know it goes back in. There we go. Some antique lace. Book page and just some stitching on there. This large book page pocket has this card on there, kind of creepy. I'm not a fan of spiders. I don't kill them, I let them live, but I'd be hard pressed to let that one live if it was in my house. A little cluster on there and collaging and some more antique lace. And more of that gorgeous linen. Here's a CD envelope flip. The inside has this the inside pocket has this tag, and the image, of course, so you can see it through the window. With the cluster, and then you flip it, and it has a small pocket. And this is actually a photo card that was in the vintage French entomology book. So this is from 1925. So a little bit of original ephemera in that pocket. Book pages, lots of book pages. A couple of index cards that are inked and collaged. And the back, oops, there we go, isn't that gorgeous? The back has 3 pockets with, well, 4 pockets, I forgot, 4 pockets. I have some collage tags, a couple of ephemera cards, and a small ephemera card, all in the back pockets. And where did this come off of? Oh, it came off of the lace. I will put that back on later. So that was the 3rd project. And then I had stuff left over, so I made another one. Whoops, upside down. This is a stuffed wallet, and it's also entomology. And there's the back with some butterflies and the vintage book paper. The front closure is just the buttons and string. And when you open it up, well, there's a place to write here, and then when you open it, it's got 3 sections full of ephemera. So on this section over here on my left, it has 2 cards, a place to write on the back, and they have fabric tabs. And then the envelope flips here, and both of these have, just like I did on the other one, I liked the one in the grungy journal so much I did it again. So specimen slides with tabs, and then when you flip them over, both of them have pockets with more specimen slides. And then the belly band in the center has a couple of fun things in there. Small little notebook, small little, it's redundant, and I say little all the time. I need to stop. All sorts of papers in there, and this postcard that I've backed with this nice grungy paper and did a little stitching on there. That's in the center. And then on the right hand side, it has this pocket here that's made out of tracing paper, and I've put in here a washi tape sampler, a couple of paper clips with charms, these 2 small envelopes, and they both have little small tiny ephemera cards, and down on the end a couple of ephemera cards and some clusters. And then in this pocket, even more stuff. So I think that's everything. I put some book pages in here of moths. I think these are all moths on this one. Some moths, an embellished bingo card that I've left blank on the back, covered with coffee stained paper, a large tag, and 3 index cards that are collaged on the front, and the back is left blank for journaling. And these turned out really just beautiful. I let them sit in the coffee while I was at work, so they soaked up a lot of that beautiful color. So this is the 4th project. I had and I still have. I have lots of stuff left over, and
it was a lot of fun, kind of outside of my norm. I'm more of a botanical person, but decided to give the entomology a try and had a lot of fun with these projects. They're all going to be available in our Etsy shop, and the link for that will be below. Thank you for joining me today to look at these projects, and I hope you enjoyed them, and even if you're not in the market to buy anything, that maybe you were inspired to try something. And I'd appreciate a comment, a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We're about 100 subscribers away from our next giveaway, so we're almost at 3,000, I think. So as soon as we get our next 100, we'll have a giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you so much for joining me on this Friday evening. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.